Hello, sexy souls. We are going to get started back to our coffee tarot. Going to start having these bad boys uploaded. All right, here we go. Oh, bear with me as we get back into the swing of things. Again, still not full par, but here we're going to get back to regular get-togethers, okay? All right, where are we going to start off? All right, so this one actually fell off, and I felt like we were meant to start with this one today. This is the Doors Oracle deck. Dory Oracle deck. Give me just a second. Ooh. That was fast. That was fast. Ooh, yes. Change beckons and the silent skill. Just so that y'all are aware so you can see this. Got this bad boy. Yeah. This one. I'll read them to you. Don't worry about that, okay? Here we go. We're going to start. It is change beckons. Now, these like to start off with these are like little, what are these called? Haikus? They're not haiku. Like little frou-frou-y little sayings. That's what we'll call it. Frou-frou sayings. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. Oh, how many of y'all are fucking ready for this shit? I am so ready. I'm so ready. I claim this already. I claim the reading already. Silent skill. I challenge you to unpack your mind. In meditation's grace, the soul can unwind. Breathe in, breathe out. Let go of doubt. Okay, so this feels fast. It feels exhilarating. It feels scary too. So I think that's what they're coming to. We're going to pull another oracle. I'm being pulled towards some of the oracles. Here we go. Is this what we're going for? Okay, so this one is Madame Endora's fortune-telling cards. Same thing. Same thing as an oracle. And then we'll pull some tarot to see what they got to say. Oh, got my beautiful coffee going with the steam. It burned my tongue. Yes, sir, did. Yes, yes. Here we go. Yay. Oh, you can't fucking make this shit up. Winds of change. Oh, okay. So this is like major life trajectory kind of change. It is a definite beware who you trust. Okay. One more. I said one more. You see this shit? Ooh, a close friend acts on your behalf. Hell yeah. Okay, so obviously the winds of change, your surroundings will undergo transformation. Okay. Yeah. All right, wolf. Beware who you trust, and a close friend, the golem, acts on your behalf. We are doing new era elements first. Nope, they corrected me. My bad. We're going to do Golden Universal. Let's see what they've got to say for today. Oof. Okay, so this is like the kind of feeling that I'm getting, the energy that feels like, you know, okay, so after winter, like the first time where it's a good, decent 65 degrees and you get out and there's actually something to do. Now, for me, that's usually some kind of a festival. Like I'm one of those people that like every weekend there's a festival I want to go to, arts festival, music festival, all that kind of shit. It's usually outdoors. And I know we have a pandemic. I know we got that, but technically shit's starting to open up. Actually, if you're paying attention, places are opening back up. So, yeah. But that's it's the energy. Okay, it's the energy. This is what it's feeling like. So it's that kind of excitement. It does. It feels like fuck, I've been stuck in the shit for so yes. You know what I mean? Oh, that didn't go well. One more time, please. One more time. All right, Spirit, what do you got for us? Give us specifics. Okay, when I split the deck, I saw this with the Seven of Cups. Ooh, yeah. Moon can also be a little bit about confusion. or just not being able to see everything clearly just at this moment. 9 of Cups. Okay, okay, okay. So there's a completely obvious, we already said this, Spirit has already established this. This is a new path opening up, but this isn't just like a new way of being and existing. This is legit in your material world, your 3D existence, something opening up to you where things manifest and take form, if that makes sense. This is a bit of a confusion. This is like not really being able to understand something about, okay, so this feels like that might be where the scared piece is coming from, and the need to kind of meditate and just allow yourself to be guided through this, because it feels like this is taking on a form that you weren't anticipating, right? Even, here's the thing, even as open as we can be and in flow with spirit as we can be, sometimes we still kind of anticipate something looking a certain way or having certain elements, maybe not in totality, but this is like, I have this goal here and this dream, and what manifests is something over here, and you're like, okay, I don't even see how in 100 steps it would get to this. That's that kind of feeling that I'm getting, right? So this happens over here, and it ends up they're saying exactly how you wanted, exactly what you were manifesting. Okay, so there's a little bit of confusion. So it's almost like not seeing how you get from point A to point B, or to Z, or whatever that, So, but this is. Yeah. Okay, so what they're asking you to do, please understand, they want these 3 read together, all right? All right, so yeah, this is the one that was first. It's your worst fulfillment. It's exactly as you were wanting it. It's exactly what you were feeling, what you were manifesting, okay? This is your true heart's desire. So every time you thought, right, of what it is that you wanted, you had that feeling, and you're like, that's exactly what I want. So maybe what it is they're saying, okay, the way that you picture it in your head, we had to do some tweaks, okay? Because the energy you gave us, the way that you wanted to feel and to feel internally, and the energy you wanted to be in when it arrived was this. And so we knew if we gave you exactly as you said it, to a certain T, that it wouldn't exactly be that. And so we had to do a couple of tweaks, but don't worry, you're going to get exactly where you wanted to go. It's weird. It's almost like you saw some steps of how things were going to unfold and said you were completely open to however it needed to manifest, though. Because sometimes we picture things. We picture the steps. We picture how things are going to go, right? Just to help us stay in that energy field, that vortex, whatever you want to call it, that pulls something in, okay? And so, but they're saying, please realize, take another look, okay? This is about, even though this has been a pause, this is really about getting a different perspective. Like, really think about this and kind of look at this differently, okay? About whatever change is happening, realize that it's all about cutting something out, okay? It's a clean slate. So when they say clean slate, they mean, I feel like you energetically were like, yeah, I'm cool with it. But this, okay, so yeah, sorry, it's going so fast. We need to slow down. Your surroundings will undergo a change. I actually feel like this is, this is like your circle of people that are going to be around you. This is like if you're in a job environment and you're thinking somehow you're still going to be able to maintain contact with old people, even if you got a new job, you're not. This is like, I'll move to a different position within the company. I'll still be able to see it. Nope. Complete. Your surroundings are going to go through a complete change. In fact, the skills that you have, yes, you'll be able to use, but it's going to be completely different, okay? And there's this feeling of you knew that, you wanted that, but there's an element as it's presenting itself that's even something you didn't even think of. And, it's kind of like you take that pause, right? You take a pause, and it's also because you're having to let go of some stuff. So I feel like there is a change in environment Like somebody offers you a job and you have to leave immediately. Like I don't get to give you a month's notice. I don't get to da-da-da-da. I have to actually change, or I need to move closer in order to accept this job. So you move home, or it's I also feel like soul tribe begins to morph and change. And so it's just kind of taking a trajectory or what's coming first. You know, it's almost like things going out of order. Like, this is what I asked for. You know, oh, so what you asked for shows up first, and then it hits or something you have to let go of. You have to wipe the slate clean. It's almost like whatever, the wish fulfillment comes in first, the change comes in first, and it is what spawns on the external change around you. And so sometimes, you know, like we talk about when we're on a healing path, you know, what's no longer for you will fall away. And sometimes we assume that our soul tribe will fall away, and we're kind of like in that liminal space. And so we're used to things leaving before things come, right? Like you have to let go in order to receive. This is a little bit of the opposite. You're going to receive, and then you have to let go. That's what I'm getting. So this wish, and so they're asking you to understand it's going to come. That's why it's taking you by surprise. Okay, it's a little like, oh, the swiftness of what comes, and they're asking you to take a. I feel like the reason why this comes first is because it makes it all that much easier and a smoother of a transition. Okay, so don't get panicked, don't get upset, right? That everything is changing. And okay, so hold on, they're asking me to pull more. Okay, so I want to finish my thought though. Don't get upset at the quickness and swiftness, right? It's almost like, but I needed time to prepare. I needed time for something to happen. And they're saying this actually, what you asked for was a smooth transition, and this is going to offer it, okay? So it's almost like, okay, I'm going to throw out a couple scenarios. They got a couple running through my head. Makes it easier to leave a particular position in an environment where you have a lot of like family, like coworkers and things like that. If you have the job already being offered to you, right? It makes no sense, and it's like time sensitive, and so people are like, we understand, we get it. No one gets angry for you for leaving so fast, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm also feeling like a scenario of you know, like getting something offered to you, and then okay, so this feels like a co-parenting situation where if you were to go up to the other person, right? Let's say you have a child and you go up to the other parent, and you're like, I really want to move, I really want to do this, I really want to do that. And they say something to the effect of, you know, like, no, that's not fair, I don't want that to happen, blah, blah, blah. You know, why would you just choose? You know, it's one thing, again, when you have a job. It's one thing when you have something compelling. That's stable and secure and things like that, but just to move for the sake of moving, like it doesn't sit well, right? So there's something about this being offered to you first, and you going to them saying, I can't say no, I can't, like, it literally makes that transition even in court. And I hate to say this because nobody ever wants to really have to do that or have parents at a long distance, but this is like it makes the transition easier, is what I'm hearing. Okay, all right, let's pull some more. I also feel like leaving family. Ooh, so like if you're having to leave family and move at a distance, or to go somewhere else, or you know, not being in the same vicinity, you know, it's almost like, you know, family might get offended if you just leave just to go somewhere else. It's like, well, you have everybody here. When you have something to move for. And I know that's not the way that it always should go, but you did ask for a smooth transition. So they're giving it to you like this. So don't panic. Oh. Okay, they wanted me, So they wanted me to look at this. There's going to be a separation. Exactly what we were just talking about. Because you have something better that you're moving towards. Six of Pentacles is that reciprocity. It's receiving something, right? It's the unexpected gift or aid. This is going to help you, even though you're having to leave something behind, okay? Give us a little more detail. Why am I, like, did I just forget how to shuffle? Is that what the fuck's going on, y'all? Yeah. It's a lot of decisions that are going to have to be made, right? Like, how do I execute this? Because sometimes with the Two of Pentacles, it's like two legitimate paths, like two ways you can go about implementing this, right? And this is about weighing up the options and determining which path is the most appropriate in order to have this manifestation come about, right? What brings in the most equilibrium? What brings in the most balance? Yeah. So, and what they want you to understand is you're weighing it up, and this may also be why they want you to get that different perspective. Okay, so they're clarifying this right here. This is exactly what you fucking wanted. It's your true heart's desire. It is something that you have a lot of affection for, something that you feel very connected to. Okay, this makes you feel content and happy internally, right? That's what this is: personal happiness, personal fulfillment and happiness, wish fulfillment, following your heart, right? And they're saying this different perspective that it's like you're weighing things up. They want you to look at it differently. Look at it differently, okay? Look at this differently. This is exactly what you wanted, okay? Here it is. Don't get too much in your mind. It's a clean slate. This is going to wipe a clean slate. It's going to make the transition easier, okay? Don't get caught up on this, okay? Pay attention to what Spirit is handing you. It's that cup you asked for. It's exactly what you asked for. It's exactly what you asked for. Yes, you're going to have to cut things out. Don't hesitate. See exactly what is being presented to you, okay? They want... Now we're going to do arrow elements. What further guidance do you have in regards to this, Spirit? Okay, so because it feels like, usually we do a lot of preparation work, right? And Spirit's saying you did the preparation work. Actually, what your muggle mind, what your brain, your ego, your human wants to say is preparation for this is not the true preparation. Okay, so it's going to take you off kilter, right? It's going to feel a little tormenting, right? You're going to be stuck up in your head a whole lot about this, trying to figure out, how do I action this? How do I make this a possibility? This is out of nowhere. It's literally going to kind of upend a lot of people. It's not just impacting you, is what I'm hearing. It's not just impacting you, okay? There's a lot that would have to be done in order to make this happen. It's a choice. You need to make a choice. But with the Lovers, they're asking you to follow your bliss, follow your heart, okay? So you're feeling very tormented mentally because of the way that this happens. I guess you were assuming that, again, it's the order in which you thought things would happen, which is a very logical sense. Like, surely I would have to, I don't know. Another scenario being thrown out to me is, I'm going to take a job in a completely different sector, but shouldn't I have some kind of training? Shouldn't I have gone to school, gotten certified? Shouldn't I have done X, Y, and Z first? Like, how am I? And this is almost like, no, you get the job and then you get the training. It feels ass backwards to our human, right? And so you're kind of like, okay, right? Follow your intuition, okay? And can I just say, this is the High Priestess. It's almost as if this is something that's being kind of like revealed. Again, I feel like you've been told, God, you probably knew. You said, I'll take it any way it comes, but it still is a surprise to you. The way that this transpires is still a surprise to you. So they're asking you to go within, all right? Follow your intuition and recognize what is being offered to you. Okay. Yeah, you're being guided. Star card. All right. You're being guided. This is divine guidance. This is they're walking you down that path. Okay. Like the lighthouse is taking you home. Is pulling you in. Okay. One step at a time. So just because yeah. This is the Two of Swords. Okay. Equilibrium. Balance, seeing the truth of a situation, okay? Seeing the truth of a particular situation. Y'all know how I am about the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is their truth, my truth. My human's truth, my soul's truth, you know? And the blindfold is, the truth is usually somewhere in between, okay? When you have two opposing beliefs or thought processes or truths, whether it's yours versus theirs, go within, okay? Yeah. So just understand, I think the biggest takeaway from this is knowing that things are going to change dramatically for you in a very unexpected way, right? Like we try to imagine what does dramatic mean for me? What does it look like? And so we have these scenarios built up in our head of what a dramatic change looks like for us. And then the change comes, we're like, I did not see that coming at all. It said 21:22 when I just looked up at the clock, okay, just so that you realize. I feel like that's significant. And so, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, just open yourself up, realize the order is not quite what you thought. It is not what you thought. They're throwing another, they're giving me a lot of scenarios. This is like, I thought my career was going to take off first because I've done all this work for the career and love comes in. And it's for a reason. This isn't about divine timing. This is about divine order. It's almost like this has to happen, so then this can happen, so then this can happen. Because there's something interconnected between all of those that really opens it up. And you know what I mean? So again, with the beware of who you trust. A lot of people aren't going to understand this. They're doing this situation. Again, I feel like it's impacting other people. Okay, I want to remind you of that. It's impacting somebody else outside of yourself, whether it's your boss, you know, your family members, your children, ex-spouse, whatever it is. But that's why it's happening in this order, to make it an easier transition. They can't emphasize that enough. Whatever this change is happening this way because it actually will make it easier on everybody involved. Okay, it's almost like it appeases those parts of us that want to resist the other people. They may say things though, okay? They may try to give you different logic, but in all honesty, the way that it's transpiring is the best method. You need to trust. And this feeling of a close friend acts on your behalf, I actually just feel like this is talking about that divine order thing where it's like this happens, so then this can happen and this can happen, right? So if you get in contact or connection with one person, it then sends you on this trajectory of or domino effect of right? And so just understand, okay? Breathe in and breathe out. Let your soul unwind. Let go of doubt. Yeah. The quote unquote something acting on your behalf. Oh, this is also spirit. They're doing this. Yeah. It makes it easier on you. It makes the transition easier. Funny how we ask for that. You know, like, I don't mind change, but does it have to be so dramatic? You know, does it have to be like this? Does it have to be like, can you just make it easier? And then they bring it in and we're like, we still get scared. Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that was the most important message for somebody today. Hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you again tomorrow.